He lifted her high in the air, he sniffed and roared and smelled her there.
Jaime is looking through the White Book, the history of the King's Guard, updated throughout the ages by the Lord Commander. We learn much about Barristan Selmy, who gained the title Barristan the Bold when he was just 10, riding as a mystery knight in the tourney at Blackhaven, where he was unmasked by the Prince of Dragonflies. Barristan was knighted at 16 by King Aegon V and named to the King's Guard in his 23rd year by Gerald Hightower. The deeds and legends of Barristan the Bold are not lost on Jaime. He recalls the awesome fight between the Sword of the Morning and the Smiling Knight of the Kingswood Brotherhood, and thinks of his own childhood wishes. That boy had wanted to be Arthur Dayne, but somewhere along the way he had become the Smiling Knight instead. Jaime then receives the 5 Kingsguard currently under his command and tests each of them. He mocks Boros Blunt for his cowardice and inability to protect Prince Tommen, and tells him that from here on in, Blunt will taste all the king's food. Blunt storms from the room, and Jaime goes after Osmond Kettleblack. Disgusted that an up-jumped sellsword with no reputation has been named to the Kingsguard, Jaime at least concedes that the man probably knows how to fight. Having heard the details of the Kingsguard's willingness to beat Sansa Stark on Joffrey's orders, Jaime commands Meryn Trant to temper his obedience to the king while the king remains a boy, and to obey the Queen Regent, the Hand, and the Lord Commander of the King's Guard instead. He gets Balon Swann to swear he will remain true to the crown, even though his father and brother's allegiance are in question. Lastly, he questions Loras Tyrell, and finds the Knight of Flowers as cocky as he himself was in his youth. Jaime asks Loras about the supposed ghost of Renly Baratheon that fought at the Battle of the Blackwater at the van of his father's forces, obtaining an admission that it was Garland Tyrell inside the armour. Then he confronts Loras about Brienne, and commands him to judge the woman fairly, on his honour as a knight. Considering Jaime's words about Renly's death, Sir Loras nearly breaks down. Jaime absolves him of killing the 2 Rainbow Guard in a rage, and then sits alone in the room, contemplating the other debts he still has to pay.
I demand a trial by combat.